It's me, it's SparkleDart, I'm back again! I've fallen down holes. Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day. Have you ever done a little something called urban exploration? Why can I not fucking jump? What's going on here? Urban exploration is something that I've always been super interested in doing because it's not something often am I doing this right? Well, okay, that was super fucking hard. Thank you, Zelda. Thank you for making this game so fucking hard for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Urban exploration. I went to a place in America called Kansas City, Missouri. And the thing about Kansas City is that it's also a city in Kansas, which makes more fucking sense if you ask me. It's a place in Kansas, and if you've never been there, they got really good barbecue. They got a place that I went to called Oklahoma Joe's, and they got another place I went to that had really good barbecue sauce, but I don't really remember what the place was called exactly, so I can't tell you what it was. It might have been something like Trappiano's or whatever else. I don't know. I had really good burnt ends there. They had good at burnt ends before, and they had country potatoes. I like the country potatoes! And I ate them, and they were delicious. So, if you ever go to Kansas City, get country potatoes. They get a lot of fucking seasoning on them. They're really delicious, and I recommend checking out... Well, that's frightening. Ghosts. Get over here. Get the fuck over here. Okay. So, yeah, Kansas City. I was in Kansas City. We checked out all the burnt ends and the country potatoes and Oklahoma Joe's, and we got super fucking trashed. And then we went to a hookah bar. There were several of them around. We checked most of them out. We didn't really get to all of them, but they were all pretty much the same. There was one that was really close to where we were, but we didn't go check it out. So thank you for Kansas City for affording us the opportunity to go check out so many different hookah bars. You know, where I live, we've only got the one hookah bar. If you don't know what hookah is, it's a flavored tobacco, not so dissimilar from like smoking tobacco, but the difference here is that the flavored tobacco does not contain all the harsh ingredients that the smoking tobacco does, like all the carcinogens, things that'll give you cancer. Now, you don't want cancer. Let me tell you this, I don't want you to get cancer either, because having cancer is a bad thing. Having cancer is something that you do. Okay, so we got to... Let's see if we can remember this. Okay. Is this right? Well, okay, well, whatever. So if you get cancer, please just know that I'm here for you. I'll talk to you if you want to maybe go over your ailments with me. I'll be sure to discuss them with you personally on a one-to-one setting. What the fuck's going on here? Can I? Oh boy, this again. I certainly love this. This is just the best. Yeah. So I guess my point is don't get cancer. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. The imprisoned Pole's voice lasts Stalfos. So I know what that means. I know exactly what that means. That's super obvious when you read it out loud in your head. You're like, oh, of course I didn't think of it that way. That was what I should have been doing in the first place. That's that room that I was just in that I was getting really mad and heated about that I didn't really explain because that's just what I do. I don't talk much about the things that are pissing me off up until it's too late for me to explain why they're pissing me off. First, okay, so watch this. This is not so super obvious, but if you're doing it, then I did it wrong. First, the Pole's voice, which is the... Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me here? Oh, fuck, I messed up. I know what I did. Get out of the way, you fucker. Get out of the way, you skeletal-looking motherfucker. Okay, so, check this out. Believe it or not, that is what you have to fucking do. You have to kill the rabbit, and then the bat, and then Skeletor. You have to fucking waste your time with this bullshit. And it'll never be obvious to you, because they don't explain it in a way that actually fucking makes sense. They just use the The enemy names from the manual, the one that you don't read because you throw it out of the window as soon as you get out of the Walmart GameStop place. You're like, you're a little kid, you're like, I don't want to read this, I don't care that much about what they have to say about what these enemies are called or whatever, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw out the manual. It teaches me how to swing my sword and how to become a better man for my woman. You know, she's been ragging on me about becoming a better man, a more responsible person, and I could never. Oh, well then, that's interesting to me. She's ragging on me about how I can become a better man, and I'm like, well, that's, you know, it's hard for me to improve myself when I've got so many faults of my own that don't involve you, and since they don't involve you, that means that I'm just trying to do something for myself. If I wanted to improve myself, then what I should do is I should if I want to improve myself, then what I should do is ignore what you think about me and formulate my own opinions and ideals based off of myself, off of what I know about myself and who I am and what I choose to do and who I choose to be. And if I can't do that, then it's really, you know, it's my own fault for providing with this awful relationship, Carol. So thank you so much for pointing out my flaws in a way that I have no particular way to defend myself against, especially when you're talking to your girlfriends, you know, Gabby and Angelina and what's the other one's name? Linda? Yeah, you know what? They're all chatty Cathy's, Carol. So please, just please. You broke my hopping mad. Okay, well, sorry, I apologize for doing that. I didn't mean to. Wow, this is hard. Okay. Okay, so. Yeah, okay, well. Anyways, Carol, I improved myself quite a bit after your well thought out and well articulated fit of rage that you started throwing Christmas ornaments at me since you knew that they would shatter since you bought the cheap ones. You're like, we should get these green and blue ones. What the fuck? Who gets green and blue Christmas ornaments? You know, you get green and red or you get blue and silver. That is what you do. There is no green and blue. That is the worst combination of colors for you to possibly fucking get when you're trying to, you know, build up a realistic looking Christmas display, something that you actually think you might find at Santa's workshop or something like that. You know, it really pisses me off that you think that your color combination was better only because it was cheaper. And you know what? I did go and buy those multicolored Christmas lights, so I wouldn't have the orange bulbs that you hate so much. I know you fucking hate orange. So, thank you so much for sheltering me from 2 years of ever seeing the color orange, only because you thought it was a bad color. You thought that red and yellow were good on their own, but that the color orange by itself was not a good color. You know what? That's really selfish of you to shield your fiancé from seeing a color completely. Is that not the most disgusting thing you've ever heard? That is what she did, Carol. And I will not name any names, Carol, but that is what she did. She's like, SparkleDart, I don't want you looking at the color orange. I'm like, I'm not gonna look at the color orange. You know what? Your daughter really loves the color orange, Carol. And for you to keep her from seeing that color is just... I don't see how it affects me, to be quite honest, in the first place. I don't see how that's a thing that makes sense for you to keep from me, because I'm not the one on trial here. You're the one with the daughter. I don't have any children. You're the one with the kid that you want me to help you take care of. And I'm more than happy to do that if you will just, like, give me... even like an inch. I'm not gonna take a mile if you give me an inch. Now, sound like that song from Rent. You give me an inch and I'll take a mile, which is a lyric that I can't exactly pinpoint the origin of because I don't remember what song that's from. But You know, Rent. It's a good movie. I watched it. It stars a lot of actors that I don't know, except for Idina Menzel. She played the girl who sang "Take Me Out Tonight." Miranda. I don't know what her name was. Um, yeah, fuck. I don't know what her name was. I'll never remember it. So thank you for, I guess, just humoring me. You know, I watched the movie Rent, and a lot of people don't like that movie Rent because they think it's too gay. You know, it's a musical. Of course it's gay. It's a musical, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. You know, you can have a lot of gay movies, a lot of gay musicals. Well, that was a waste of time. I love musicals. I'm SparkleDart. I love musicals. I will watch all the musicals. I watched Les Miserables, and I watched Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I watched The Little Shop of Horrors, which is my favorite musical. So if you don't like that musical, then don't talk to me, SparkleDart, because I will not respect and honor your opinion in the same way that you would hope that somebody would respect and honor your opinion. I just won't, because that's not who I am. I am happy to be myself. So if you don't think that The Little Shop of Horrors, which is actually my favorite movie of all time, is good in any particular regard, then I don't care if you live or die. And that's a little bit harsh. I regret saying that just now. I really didn't mean to. See something you like, just bring it here. Okay, well I will. Thank you. Thank you so much, mister. You're so thoughtful and kind, even though you're rubbing your hands together like some sort of Jewish merchant from a cartoon, like a cartoon Ben Garrison type drawing, or whoever that anonymous artist was in the early 2000s who drew all those racist caricatures of different races and people of those races, and tried to make some sort of joke about how it was okay for us to hate them, even though I don't think it is. I love the Jews, and I love the blacks, and I love women, and I love all sorts of people. Ooh, this is hot. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. I'm SparkleDart. I'm getting my hearts all healed up. That's what I do. Right? Well, goodbye. Okay. SparkleDart, goodbye. Mwah.